The Bali bombings remain the biggest terrorist event to affect Australians and altered many lives. Cheryl Hall spoke to Victorians who were in Bali that night, who say the experience changed them for the better.
This was the actual clothes that I was wearing on the night. So I've got a lovely Hawaiian top. Just a bit of my blood on there. This actually got fully blown off from me. I've got some newspaper clippings.
David Urey keeps some of his memories of the Bali bombings packed away at home in Ballarat. Even a bottle of what some refer to as Ground Zero.
I've got some dirt that I actually got from the Sari Club on the first anniversary. Jeez, it brings back a lot of memories. A lot of sad memories. That's where we got out.
He was in the Sari Club with his then girlfriend Jessica O'Grady when the first bomb at Paddy's Bar went off, and then the second in a van outside the Sari Club.
It was just like a massive thunderclap. It felt like you're in a wind tunnel just being blown back. I actually hit the bar behind me, and I think that sheltered me a little bit, and the roof came down on me.
But I could hear it screaming out for me. And I had the thatch roof on top, so I punched a hole through there, and that's how I got out. Helped a few other people as well. And this is the wall here that we got out from.
People are burnt everywhere.
David Urey then did his best to shield his girlfriend from the trauma around them.
He actually, and this is, I'm very thankful that he did this for me, like he put my head into his chest and just guided me through until we were, up the road away from a lot of it. So obviously he would have saw a lot more than what I did.
It was just, I don't want to speak about it really, because you just can't describe it, and because that's people, you know, they've all got friends and family as well, so you don't like to talk about it too much.
Andrew Zabi,
Reggie. Melbourne doctor David Marsh and his wife Claire saw the immediate result of the bombs at the hospital.
We crammed well over 100 people into a ward that would normally take, you know, sort of like maybe 40, and we had them all, you know, really cheek by jowl. But there was only one person that was actually crying. The rest of them were trying. Were so stoic. It was really quite. It's one of those memories that's coming back to us now, you know, in the middle of the night.
Thank goodness I was spawned from a system that enabled me, after, what was it then, 28 years, to suddenly just click into automatic pilot and start doing things that I hadn't done for a long period of time, whether it was putting in catheters or drips or, you know, using scalpels and things like that.
You remember seeing Ben's legs?
Yeah.
They were a mess, I remember.
Well, terrific, were they?
David Marsh will be remembered by some of his patients as the doctor with the ponytail and the unusual greeting.
How you going? Go, Knackers.
A quaint Australian term, when you'd walk up to a male who didn't have a name at the head of the bed, or it was Mr X or someone, you'd say, "G'day Knackers, how are you?" I mean, quaint Aussie term, and the bloke would smile at you. That's part of the black humour, I think, of that particular day. Or ladies I didn't know, I'd say, "G'day Toots, how are you?"
The Marshes say that if it wasn't for a case of food poisoning, they would probably have been at the Sari Club that night with their friend Jodie Kearns, who died tragically from an infection after she got back to Australia. They've channelled their scars into a long and productive relationship with the Balinese, helping a local orphanage and setting up the Marsh Foundation to supply recycled medical equipment to the hospital. They went back for today's 10th anniversary, knowing it would be a difficult day.
I don't really like the word healing after all that, because I don't think people will ever really heal as such. But I just think to show a sense of Aussie purpose, strength, and the fact that, no, we're not going to be defeated, and we're not going to change our ways, and that as a nation we can be proud and stand together.
Jessica O'Grady was also back in Bali today, her 10th trip since 2002. On one of those past trips, she and David Urey witnessed the smiling assassin, Amrozi, being sentenced to death by firing squad.
I personally believe that they did a really good job, so to have that opportunity to see that firsthand, and as confronting as it was, sort of come face to face with those who did what they did.
David and Claire Marsh say after 10 years their dreams have returned again recently.
You know, there's always something you thought, well, maybe I could have done more, and that, you know, you get that guilt feeling. But on reflection, there was nothing more that we could have done.
And like many others, the events of October 12, 2002 will affect them forever.
As much as a bad thing it is, I do believe it has made me a lot better person. You know, I'm a lot more thoughtful towards other people, for what it's worth, not as selfish. So I don't like the little things to get to me. I try and enjoy life as much as I can, and I try and enjoy that with all my friends and my family, because that's what means the most to me now.
Yes, at times it's very hard because I don't understand why I survived and others didn't. However, I've really got to live my life.